Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record.
Vanish!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Choices.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration? Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration? Look. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Come to us!
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. In a stroke of cunning, or perhaps of desperation, Dire's structures have been fortified. Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself?
Battle Fury!
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. I could have predicted this. Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself?
Tonight. Darkness within time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are Dire's bottom tower glowing. Is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie about
structures
such
are fortified.
things. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. If that's the proper term for it, and I believe it is.
Fancy beating you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record. Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record. Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Get some!
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen, as any fool can see.
Dies! Axes on us!
Shadows take us.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. I am required to point out that Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dear me, Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. And not in good way.
Breaking invasion stance.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Such a thing be.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack. In a blow to the Dire, their bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence. It cannot be stated firmly enough that Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Triple homicide.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Unstoppable.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record. I'm certain no one here will forget where they were when the Radiant seized their victory.
really gotten a lot craftier in how they construct their drafts compared to like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, and they're really following the same blueprint in a lot of these drafts, leaving that Ra hero or sometimes the Dendi hero for 5th. And it's not as if they're playing this huge pool of heroes, but they're diverse enough and the heroes that they play are distinct enough from one another that you still have that surprise potential.
And they leave their day.
And wouldn't deviate from it, even if it looked like it might not match up well at times.
Yep. Yeah, we'll have to see how AJ does in the future. I'm a little bit concerned after watching what they did here. Maybe they weren't taking it too seriously. I don't know. I still feel like you want to be in good form going into TI, so I had a little bit of concerns about them. But back to Navi, I think that honestly, they found the right amount of deviation for their style. Like, they still play the same game. It's just that they're picking better heroes for their game. And again, Shadow Shaman MVP pick for sure.
Yeah. I wish Summit was next week so we see them face off versus like OG and Liquid and everything too, though. Oh, come on.
We're gonna see it.
there's
We're gonna see it on a
another
bigger
I know we
stage.
have. Yeah, of course, but just to see them like before we get to the TI, because I feel like Navi obviously has just hit their peak. Like they're looking for maybe going from like that tier 1.5 to that solid tier 1 team now.
I think Navi's played exceptionally well at this event. I still think like OG especially is an Achilles heel for them, and to some extent Liquid. I don't know how you guys feel, but.
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because I feel like Navi have been really ramping up their play lately. And sure, we haven't seen them against any of like the, I want to call them like the super tier 1 teams, right? Like your Wings, your OG, your Liquid, you know, those kind of teams. But I feel like they've made really big strides, and I think it's not going to be a walkover anymore. Whereas, you know, asked me like a month ago, I said, yeah, they just get stomped by any of those teams.
I mean, I think it really is a matter of, we've seen for the last couple of months, Navi have played this style, but they're playing so much more cleanly now, and they've introduced just enough variation so that other teams can't counterpick it as easily.
So do you guys think they're legitimate? Like, of course they could finish top 3. Do you think they will finish top 3?
I'd still say top 6.
Top 6 is yeah. Top 3 I think is pretty open to like, a lot of like 5 different teams right now.
Yeah, it's just that they've done a lot of things in terms of polishing and iterating on a successful formula, but the team that wins TI is going to be a team that gets better between now and the time that the tournament begins. And that's why, you know, I still am cautiously optimistic about Secret. I still feel like they have a very high ceiling in terms of the amount of different strategies and picks that they're going to be able to bring to the table. And, you know, it's very, very hard to pick against that big 4 that we've been talking about.
Well, and, you know, sometimes we see teams that get better during TI. Like, Newbie is a great example at TI4 where they didn't even look like they were going to get out of the, what was it, the bubble race at the time, and then suddenly they're in the winner's bracket, then suddenly they're in the grand finals, and then they win the main event. So it's like you said, it's the teams that continue to evolve over the course of the build-up to the event and even at the event itself.
Well, guys, if you had to name a tournament MVP, I know.
Tournament MVP.
A lot of possibilities.
You know, I'm actually gonna give it to Artstyle. Okay. Because I think, like, obviously Seneko helps with the drafting too. So if I had to give like a co-MVP, it would be him. But I honestly think the biggest thing that helped Navi in this tournament was not only the fact that they had individual very good performances, but because they weren't super easy to draft against anymore. Where I feel like maybe even earlier on in the tournament, it felt like they had some weaknesses, but they shaped up extremely fast, and I would attribute a lot of that to the drafting.
Pretty good answer.
Similar to what we said about Summit when we were looking at, hey, like, who were the standout people for Wings and everything, and we instantly were like the supports, like Innocence and Ice were god tier. This was very similar to the way that we saw them dominate the Summit, just the way Artstyle and Seneko did, so I completely agree with you. I
would say, like, over the course of the event, to me, the Navi supports were their highest impact players, but I think in this grand finals, like, the core players stepped up a lot more. Yeah. General, I think General and Dendi in the Invoker game especially, like, if they didn't play it lights out like they did, I don't think Navi ends up.
Well, for sure, Dendi was MVP in that game, but I'm looking at like a whole tournament thing.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting away from General as my pick. I just think that they consistently pick his hero in the first phase of the draft. I mean, he's had games where his Batrider was like counterpicked by 3 or 4 different heroes, and he still found ways to contribute, found ways to make good things happen.
I've actually had trouble going back and looking for games where General's actually done bad.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's really hard to actually find, like, even looking at the games where Navi's just not doing well at all, General's actually doing quite decent usually, unless he's like completely shut down. It's like, there's it's far.
And Drasko, you brought this up earlier on a segment where we were talking about Navi, that it was really a couple months ago in Dream League play where you started to look at General and go, oh my crap, this guy's pretty good. Where all of a sudden Navi started elevating into that team, in teams that were in conversation for major top 8.
They made a really nice transformation though, because at first it was like General was playing super well, and everybody else was kind of just like there. You know what I mean? Like he was by far the standout. And I feel like nowadays it's not like he's so much better than everyone else on the team that they can just shut down General and they win the game. Now it's Dendy was playing really well, General was playing really well, the Dras were really solid, Seneko went ham a couple of games. Like everyone's doing their part. And at the end of the day, Dota's a team game. So General went from being like the standout. He's still obviously amazing. He has had ridiculously good games here, but it's not just one piece anymore.
Well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
That's why they call them. That's why Dendy says team.
Team.
I love the humility from the whole team as well. So super impressive as he goes outside to celebrate. Sorry, guys.
I think this is a
He
well-earned
wants to
celebration.
relax.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He deserves it.
Well, guys, I think we're getting ready here to wrap this package, put a bow on it. Any final thoughts from the weekend here?
I was just surprised to see that you put your coffee down.
First time for everything, right?
It does.
That
It
ain't
does
just coffee.
eventually happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be just coffee here in a couple of minutes, but we'll see. All right, so thanks everybody one more time for tuning in. For LD and Draskell, for Fogged, shout out to all the hardworking production guys backstage. Shout out to all the on-air talent. Thanks so much to Korean Barbecue for his guest appearance on the panel here today. Navi are once again your Star Ladder I-League Star Series Season 2 champions. And thanks to all you viewers for tuning in. Good night, God bless, and we will see you in Seattle.